Tracer Cert diffusion tubes from Tracer Management Systems Limited can be used with volatile or semi-volatile compounds in thermostatically controlled ovens, such as made and marketed by our distributor Eco Scientific Limited, whose details are at the end of this video. The tubes are designed to allow the rate of diffusion of vapour out of the tube to be carefully controlled in specific ways. When used at a set temperature in such an oven, the vapour of the compound is emitted at a steady rate, which is determined by the properties of that compound, by the set temperature, and by the particular dimensions of the diffusion tube used. The higher the temperature used, the greater the rate of diffusion of vapour out of the tube. The vapour diffuses out into a flow of carrier gas. The larger the gas flow used, the greater the dilution of the vapour, and the smaller will be the concentration obtained. The tube is made with a specific length of precision bore glass tubing of a specific internal diameter or bore, which is attached to a two-compartment glass reservoir with a screw thread and cap for sealing. A wide range of nominal internal diameters is offered for these tubes, ranging from 0.1 mm to 4 mm. Diffusion tubes are available with nominal lengths of the precision bore tubing between 2 and 10 cm in steps of 2 cm. Permeation tubes can only be used once because they are usually not refillable once the contents have been exhausted. In contrast, Tracer Cert diffusion tubes are refillable and reusable with the same substance, so are much more cost-effective than permeation tubes. These robust devices are usable up to 180 degrees C, so they can be used with both liquid and even solid VOCs, SVOCs, and inorganic substances such as water or iodine. Sometimes, instead of directly using a compound to generate its vapour, we can use a compound that, when heated, decomposes to the vapour of interest. For example, metaldehyde, which decomposes to the original monomer acetaldehyde, or paraformaldehyde, which decomposes to formaldehyde when heated in a dry gas flow. Each tube is uniquely identifiable with an easily readable, laser-engraved, individually assigned code, making them very useful in quality assurance schemes. Tracer Measurement Systems Limited has a record of every tube made and sold. Neither Tracer nor Eco Scientific will deal with inquiries about tubes which are not genuine Tracer Cert diffusion tubes. Such copies are likely to be very inferior attempts at making our high-quality precision products. After filling, sealing and weighing the tube, carefully place into the thermostat oven at the desired temperature, with a piece of fine wire wrapped around the narrow neck between the two sections of the reservoir. This is a very simple way of enabling the user to pull the tube out with tweezers when taking it out for the regular weighings during calibration or when you want to refill it. In the right-hand photograph, with the diffusion tube placed in the thermostat oven glass compartment and its sealing cap back in position, you will see two plastic tubes through the sealing cap. One goes right to the other end of the glass compartment and is for the input of the carrier gas, and the other is for the output of carrier gas, now with the added trace vapour. The latter output tube can be connected to whatever device the user may wish to calibrate. The carrier gas could be zero air, purified clean air, or, when working with oxygen-sensitive compounds, oxygen-free nitrogen, for example. Periodically weigh the tube over a period of hours, days or weeks in order to collect sufficient weight loss data versus time to estimate the diffusion rate of the vapour out of the tube, using linear regression analysis. If you would prefer, via our distributor Ecoscientific, you can have the diffusion tubes which you purchase calibrated for a standard fee per tube by Tracer Measurement Systems Limited. Tracer Cert diffusion tubes and suitable ovens in which they may be used can be obtained from our distributor Ecoscientific Limited, whose contact details are shown on this final slide. I hope you have found this presentation helpful, and we look forward to receiving your orders for our diffusion tubes. Thank you for listening.